That has been his best punch to date, and certainly the left jab looking pretty good there, too.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
the left jab of Dominguez does look good, except it has to be stiffer. He's got to keep Tony off, and he's got the length to keep Tony off, but he's got to stiffen and double up on that jab. What do you think about that, Rick?
Well, I personally think you're right, Mort, that for Dominguez to be successful, he has to establish the jab. But I think Tony Baltazar has established his jab more. He's doubled up on it. He's got a stiff jab. And every time you hit Dominguez with it, as you can see right there, he pops his head back. And it's more like a jolting jab that Tony has. When he hits you with it, it's like getting hit with a straight right hand.
Right, and if you look at Dominguez, his face is all busted up now. He's got a contusion on the cheekbone. He's got bleeding under the nose, and he's abrasion on the forehead. He's got to stiffen up that jab, and he can't stand in front of him. Gonna slide over to left, go right.
Jeez, if he looks that bad, they better stop this fight, Mort.
Mort's got him clocked out already.
Oh, but that's just because I have a soft heart.
Compassionate Mort Charlie. Round number 3, Baltazar. Dominguez putting up a pretty good fight here. 19 seconds to go in round number 3. I think the physical strength right now, Baltazar is starting to take its toll, though his right eye looks like it's starting to close.
Yes,
in
just gonna say you.
Oh, look at that eye.
You know, it's just, see what Tony does, he puts his gloves around his chin, but he's not moving the head.
Right.
He's not moving the body side to side. A lot of fighters go up and down. You gotta move side to side.
Oh, you could.
As you see, and it looks like possibly the right eye is hurting and the left eye is in much better shape either, Ray.
Give me the eyes quick.
As Jim Montoya checks in with his fighter.
I tell you what, you look in Dominguez's corner, at Dominguez's corner, and you can see that Dominguez was encouraged. He was enthused by his handiwork.
You're looking now, though, at Tony Baltazar, and both eyes certainly aren't. He's certainly after that little flurry at the end of round number 3, as we'll check out the flurry here by Miguel Dominguez at the end. We thought Baltazar was really taking control, but Miguel Dominguez sticking that jab out there pretty consistently, landing it, and then some nice combinations and maybe a little headbutt in there, gentlemen.
No, a nice elbow. An elbow preceded the headbutt.
Okay.
Looked okay to me.
Ray, you never threw elbows, I know that. No, I didn't think so. All right, round number 4 underway. Baltazar and Dominguez, and Tony might be being a little more desperate than he was in the first couple rounds. The right eye certainly isn't in great shape, and Dominguez, as Mort pointed out, had to be somewhat encouraged by the last portion of round number 3. Now, Baltazar landing a couple nice left hooks, but Dominguez going after now. Big left hook sends him back.
And Dominguez came out as if he meant business. He was taking charge, and they threw that a series of stiff left jab, and then he got caught by a good hook.
I'm sorry, Mort. I just said Tony's cut over the left eye. So let's watch that.
And a lot of headbutting going on, a lot of rolling.
Dominguez in from Mexico City. As you see, both eyes in bad shape for Tony Baltazar. As Ray just pointed out, a cut over the right, and just the jab continues to be stuck out there by Dominguez. And maybe a little more than Tony Baltazar bargained for, coming back in for 33 months. Taking that left hook into the body is Tony Baltazar.
He has to go to work or he's not going to be in there. They'll have to stop that fight if Tony doesn't do something.
You know what? Tony reminds me a little bit of Joe Frazier in this sense. Joe Frazier had a great left hook, but he never really had a good right hand. If you remember, he used to throw it only on the inside. He never threw it from outside. Only when on the inside, he chopped with it. He never had a good right hand. It was always the left hook. And Tony's, like I said, he's throwing the right hand, but he's tentative with it. And he's chopping down on it in the inside.
Without question, right? He hasn't got any feel to throw that right hand.
But again, let's alert the audience that it's because of a long layoff.
They've just deducted a point for Baltazar for a low blow, consistent low blows. Richard Steele stopped the bout there momentarily, took the point away from Baltazar. So now he's in trouble maybe on the scorecard, and certainly physically he's taking the short end of this as well.
You know, sometimes you can't figure it. It looked like Tony was distributing most of the punishment, and he's coming out looking worse for wear. I think I know a little bit about that.
Indeed you do. We don't want to get into that.
Please, that's not.
Of course, if this turns into a brawl, that'll be pretty much in Baltazar's favor because that's the kind of fight he likes to have. And Dominguez has stayed away pretty effectively here.
Well, in part it's because Tony Baltazar has no depth perception. He's tentative. He really wants Dominguez to come to him.
Baltazar's best shot the entire fight has been that double left hook, and it's landed consistently.
There's where inexperience or the ring rust is paying off. When Tony throws a double hook, it doesn't follow with the right hand.
We'll come back with more boxing from Bally's after this timeout. Action here in round number 4. You see the butt by Baltazar. He followed with a nice left hook. We're now back live. And Dominguez and Baltazar are getting underway here in round number 5. And gentlemen, I would like to see both your scorecards right now. It's kind of a hard fight to
I make it a very close fight. In fact, I thought that Tony Baltazar won the first 3 rounds, right?
Yeah, I agree, Mort. I think Tony is leading on scorecards. He's obviously throwing more punches, landing the more effective punches. But I just, you know, he's coming out worse for wear.
Frankly, he's in trouble. His right eye is swollen shut and his left eye is cut. Dr. James Gamer, the Nevada ring physician, came in and looked at the Jimmy Montoya, who was working feverishly on both eyes at the same time. And
there's the best right of the night for Tony Baltazar, followed up after a nice hook, so maybe he's finding the range. Dominguez continues to stay outside and really hasn't thrown too many punches.
Oh, you know, like I said at the end of the last round, Tony's hitting with the double hook, but he's not coming back to the right hand. He's not, the combinations aren't crisp. It's big, you know, not coming back with the third one. He's throwing 1 or 2 punch doing 2 punch combination, but not coming back with the third shot, which is sometimes a shot that takes the guy out. But again, it's that ring rust.
Back goes Dominguez. We don't know if that was more of a push than a punch.
he looked like he got hit here. The question is that
it was that body shot that you pointed out earlier.
All right, it's hit again. And if you look at Dominguez's face, he's bruised and contused. He isn't unmarked.
Bruised and contused? Why not put in confused?
No, not yet. Not yet.
More.
That's like Body Adonis, right? You remember that?
That's it.
From last time? Oh, nice left hand by Tony right on the chin. He doesn't do anything to follow it up. You're absolutely right, Ray. He needs to throw that right hand. There's a right hand. He hit him right on the button and shook him.
That's it.
Dominguez is hurt, and after Steele broke it up, he landed another shot. So right now, Domingo is on kind of wobbly legs.
But Tony doesn't follow up. He gives him a chance to breathe and to take stock of himself.
More, what I was going to say is, one of the reasons why Dominguez can get out of trouble is, look, he's tall and he leans away with his body. He's very unorthodox. When Tony starts to come in, he leans away with his body. That's where Tony got to step right back. When the guy leans away, you step right back in. So instead of Tony pulls up and pulls up.
Some terrific action here in round number 5. These two guys have gone at it since about the second round. We'll come back with round number 6 after this.
Right. In the pizza delivery.
Bally's is in the corner of Tony Baltazar as Jimmy Montoya works feverishly to stop the bleeding. And right now, after 5 rounds, it's a close fight, but certainly the face of Baltazar has taken some unbelievable shots. But in that 5th round, the right hand finally came through, Ray. He followed up with some decent combinations, and the right did as much damage as a number of left hooks had done there during the entire fight.
Well, now he's starting to put them together. He's starting to find his range.
Round number 6 of 8. Baltazar in the blue trunks and Miguel Dominguez, and he comes out with the left hook right off the bat.
This is a fascinating fight because it's going back and forth. Dominguez looked like he had the fight firmly under control, and then Baltazar came back and took control of it in this last round. Well, now let's see what happens. Whose round is this one going to be? Come on, guys. Step up and take it.
Dominguez just trying to stay away. Baltazar pressing the action, trying to get Dominguez against the ropes, and would conditioning play a part in here right now as far as Baltazar goes? Right?
Absolutely. I'm sure Tony's in tremendous shape, but it's not fighting shape. I mean it's shape, but it's not being used to being in a ring for so long. And that is what you have to, you just have to go and fight your fight. You know your body's in shape, and it'll respond. can't let it affect you mentally. So he may slow down a little bit. He may, reach it, kick into second gear pretty soon because he's slowing down a bit. But you got to expect that.
And also, the other thing that he's doing, right, he's dropping that right hand when he shoots the left, and he can't do that. He's getting popped over it.
Well, like I said, Mort, again, instead of side to side, he's up and down. You can draw a beat on him. The guy's drawing a beat on him. He's got to be up, down, side to side. I personally prefer side to side. Because you never really let a guy hit you with a clean shot. Even if he's going to catch you, he's going to slide or on top of that, on the side of it, not squarely on the chin.
Midway through round number 6, a very tight lid lifter here at Bally's, one in which I think the Baltazar camp thought might be kind of an easy fight, but Miguel Dominguez has come out and really given Tony Baltazar rather a rude awakening, and welcome back to the sport of boxing. And now the mouthpiece of Dominguez.
No, that's Tony's. That's Tony's. That's Tony's.
Although Tony landed the punch, he spit out his own.
Yeah.